update from the strange parallel universe of Governor Ron DeSantis' Florida. Was Florida Governor Ron DeSantis this week?
Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Are you glad to live in the free state of Florida?
The clash among the 2024 Republican contenders for the presidential race took place on the 23rd of August, and all eyes are on Ron DeSantis. While critics can take a dig at his controversial statements, what they can't critique is his beautiful governor's mansion. He also boasts it's better than Trump's. Now, the governor's bid for the presidency hasn't been smooth sailing, but at least Ron gets to go to sleep comfortably in his lush abode. So let's break down his road from modest gigs to comfortable mansions and how he's a real estate tycoon. Ron DeSantis became Florida's 46th governor in January 2019, and he's been in the spotlight for a while now, especially during the pandemic when he wanted to keep Florida open for business. Before becoming governor, DeSantis did a bunch of exciting things. He was a lawyer in the U.S. Navy and also worked as a member of the House of Representatives. Now, he's easily one of the top contenders to don the presidential hat. And it looks like he's been able to rake in the big bucks thanks to his strategic planning. Before being governor, DeSantis was in the House of Representatives for a bit. He was able to generate over $100 million for his re-election campaign. This makes DeSantis a strong contender for the 2024 presidential race in the Republican Party. Not to mention, the Republican presidential hopeful experienced a sweet uptick after securing an advance from HarperCollins for his second book, titled The Courage to Be Free. DeSantis' 2022 financial statement reported an income of $1,250,000 from the book advance, along with a salary of $141,400.20 earned as governor. As of December 31, 2022, his net worth stood at $1,174,331.07. Except, just because he's rolling in money right now doesn't mean he's splurging on a house, building his empire. You see, Ron DeSantis' housing journey is not just a tale of changing addresses, it's a story of how he strategically navigated the real estate landscape to cement his political and financial success. Before becoming a bigwig in politics, he was just a kid in Jacksonville, where he grew up in a blue-collar family. They taught him about hard work and the importance of having a solid roof over your head. Eventually, his family leveled up and bought a home in Dunedin. Real estate investment 101, right? This move got him thinking about the financial perks of owning property and the potential for growth in the real estate world. After studying in Ivy League schools, he made his way into the Navy, and that's where his real estate plans unraveled. Back in '04, while he was doing his Navy training gig in Dallas, he decided to treat himself to a seriously plush pad. We're talking Art Deco vibes in the Stonewall Terrace neighborhood. But that was just the start of his real estate journey. Flash forward to his Navy days in Jacksonville. He was on a roll, renting and owning like a pro. He even upgraded to this slick apartment in Cape House, a waterside paradise with vacation vibes. And let me tell you, units in that place now go for about $1,429 a month. Fast forward a bit more, and he's really playing the field. He's living it up in Bellside, Riverside, rubbing shoulders with Navy SEALs in Iraq, and even enjoying a taste of Venice in the evocative Venetian on the Ortega. You might say he was moving on up, literally. His crib in Venetian would cost you around $1,500 a month today. Then in '08, he decided to put down some roots in Ponte Vedra Beach, a cute little two-bedroom number within the Sawgrass Players Club. Except, he decided it was time to lay some solid foundation and decided to make a handsome purchase. In 2009, DeSantis decided to stop renting and purchased his inaugural home, a flawless 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom gem situated in the Sawgrass Players Club, just a brief 5-minute drive from his previous rented space. DeSantis forked over $307,500 for the property, securing a mortgage of $314,111. This cozy residence, measuring around 1,700 square feet, is a far cry from his current governor's mansion in terms of size. Nonetheless, it offered water views and overlooked a nature preserve that's part of the Sawgrass Players Club. Inside, the home featured wooden floors, wide shutters, and a two-car garage. A small pool in the backyard provided respite from the Florida heat. DeSantis purchased this property in 2009 for $307,000 and sold it a decade later in 2019 for $460,000. Next, DeSantis decided to go big and bought a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Palm Coast, located further south along the Atlantic coast. Now here's the twist. This ain't your flashy golden glam Trump style. DeSantis went for a chill, laid-back vibe, neutrals, comfy furnishings, and a kitchen that's as sleek as it gets. Before we continue, remember to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date for all future uploads. Finally, in January 2018, DeSantis made public his intention to run for the position of Florida governor. With the endorsement of Donald Trump, he clinched a sure victory and sold his property in Palm Coast for a neat sum of $275,000. Next, DeSantis and his family made their way into the magnificent Florida governor's mansion. The mansion's designed by renowned architect Marion Sims Wyeth, who also had a hand in designing Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago club. It boasts a grand portico modeled after the Nashville residence of Andrew Jackson, the 7th U.S. president. With 30 rooms that cover 15,000 square feet, the estate offers features like spacious halls, reception rooms, a library, and even an exercise room. Get this! One of the reception rooms also features a grand piano that everyone takes a crack at on rainy days. Now you can debate whether he's a real estate magnate or not. But if you're wondering what property is next on DeSantis' mind, it's the White House.